Hello everyone. I've not been feeling too good. Attacks have intensified, but anyway, these lyrics ask a question that cuts to the heart of human relationships. When does speaking truth become more about us than people we claim to help? So today we're going to dive deep into one of the most powerful explorations of ethical truth telling I've encountered. By the end of this video, you'll never think about honesty the same way again. The song opens with a vivid image, someone standing on a soapbox, loudly declaring their righteousness. I speak only truth, they shout into the night. But immediately, we're confronted with the most important question. What's your motive? The lyrics distinguish between two driving forces. Genuine freedom versus destructive obsession. This is crucial because the same truth can either liberate people or tear them apart, depending entirely on why we're sharing it. Are we trying to free someone from deception, or are we obsessed with being right, with winning, with proving our moral superiority? Before you unleash what you claim to know, ask yourself where these revelations will go. This is about consequent thinking, something we rarely do when we're fired up about being right. Just because something is factually accurate doesn't automatically make sharing it ethically right. These lines force us to pause and consider who will be hurt. What will be destroyed? What are the ripple effects of my words? It's a reality check that most people skip when they're in truth-telling mode. The chorus delivers the song's central insight. Truth without mercy is just a disguise for ego and vengeance behind righteous eyes. This line hits like a punch because it exposes how we often weaponize truth. When our words only tear down what someone has built, we're not serving justice, we're spreading guilt and shame. The distinction is powerful. Real truth heals the wound, it doesn't twist the knife. Truth should serve the many, not ruin individual lives for our satisfaction. Think about cancel culture, public shaming, or even personal relationships where we use honesty as a weapon. This chorus calls all of that into question. So, this second verse tackles something personal. What happens when secrets become too heavy for us to carry? The natural impulse is to unload that burden, to confess, to cleanse our conscience. But the lyrics warn us not to shift our burden onto someone else's fate. Your conscience needs cleansing, but not at the cost of innocent people whose trust would be lost. This speaks to situations where our need for emotional relief would destroy other people's lives. Sometimes the most selfless thing we can do is carry our own weight instead of dumping it on others. Wisdom in silence. There's wisdom in silence when truth becomes harm. Compassion should guide your intention and arm. This challenges our culture's obsession with radical honesty and speaking your truth. Sometimes the most loving, compassionate choice is silence. Not because we're hiding from reality, but because we're prioritizing someone's well-being over our own need to speak. Compassion becomes both our guiding intention and our restraining force. When truth destroys for your satisfaction, you've chosen chaos over compassionate action. Balance and empathy should be our guides. When truth serves the whole community, nobody needs to hide in fear. But when we use truth for personal satisfaction, to feel superior, to get revenge, to feed our ego, we're actively choosing to create chaos instead of healing. Right, truth with intention to lift and to mend is truth that brings healing on which we depend. This isn't about glory or feeding our pride. It's about truth that unites us with love as our guide. Real truth builds bridges where walls used to stand. It's constructive, connective healing. This is the truth meant for the collective good, to heal our shared human experience. Before we speak what we claim to be true, we need to honestly examine whether this serves the other person or just serves our own needs. That single question cuts through all the complexity and gets to the heart of ethical truth-telling. These lyrics remind us that truth is a powerful tool that requires wisdom, compassion, and genuine care for others to wield responsibly. The question isn't whether something is true, it's whether sharing that truth serves love or serves our ego.